We believe in forming strategic partnerships with diverse, Christ-centered people and organizations around the world who will ultimately put Jesus on display.
It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marked by dust and sweat and blood.
From Men in the Arena, it's Equipping Men in 10. Our conviction is to call you into the arena of manhood, call you out of the faceless, nameless bleachers, and call you up to be the best version of you. Because when a man gets it, everyone wins. Enjoy today's episode.
Men in the Arena Army, we salute you. Hey guys, thanks for listening to this episode of the Men in the Arena podcast. This is Equipping Men in 10, and I'm Jim Ramos, your host of the show, here with co-host Dale Culver. What's going on today, buddy?
Just hanging out, buddy. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think, in the book of 2 Peter, Peter tells his readers over and over that he was there to give them a reminder. And I think it's important for us to give our people reminders because we tend to forget things. And so, we're also growing at a massive rate. And so when that's happening, it's very easy to say something one week and have a whole new group of followers next week who don't get to hear what you had to say. So I wanted to focus on three causes that we care about in Men in the Arena. So there are three causes or three people groups that we really want to help. We really care about these people and their causes. Before we recognize these guys, I want to get into our man word for today. So do you have a man word, Dale?
I do. My man word is move. And you may not be able to move fast, but you got to start somewhere. You just got to move. And I'm thinking about the push-up challenge that we're doing. And, a lot of guys said, I can't do that. I can't even do one push-up. But once we said, hey, you can modify, guys are doing it. Because all you have to do is move, do what you can do, and then progress. And in life, a lot of times we get stuck in places, and we really just need to move towards a goal.
So I don't know if you feel comfortable sharing this, but where are you at with the challenge? Where did you start? Like, give these guys kind of an example of what you mean, because I know that you've had to start at a different spot. So what does that look like for you?
Yeah, so when I started the very first day, I actually leaned up against the wall, feet out, like I was getting arrested, right? Leaning up against the wall, and I started off with doing some push-ups that way. And then halfway through that day, I said, okay, I'm going to go. I worked over to the kitchen counter. And so I did the rest of them spread out, pushing it on the kitchen counter. And then
so like a chair,
day,
like a chair
like
push-up?
a back of a chair. Yeah.
But you're at a kitchen counter, so you're up 4 feet in the air. So it's not even a chair push-up. You're up at a counter, which is about 4 feet.
Yeah, my counters aren't 4 feet high, but yeah, I'm doing a counter thing. So yeah, I mean, you're modified, right? And then you go from there and move to doing the girl push-ups. And so right now, I don't think there's any way I could do 50 in a day of regular push-ups without being on the knees. And so it's a progression, and it's not going to happen immediately, but you got to work to it. And if you just give up and say, well, I can't do it, I'm just not going to do it, then you got a problem.
No, I mean, Rod Handley said it best on the podcast we had with him a couple weeks ago. He couldn't do a single push-up. Last year he did 90,000 at 61 years old. So how you're doing 200 6 days a week or 250 5 days a week?
250 5 days a week.
And how many of those push-ups would you say are normal push-ups? Are you doing any normal
knees.
Push-ups?
I'm not doing it off the knees at all.
Okay, so you're on the okay. And then, so your goal will be to progress and at the end of this thing, be knocking them out Army style. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. That's the hard part. That's what guys don't understand is that if guys try to start out doing a normal push-up and they can't, they're going to get discouraged. I can't. It's so funny. Every year guys go, I'm going to go work out at the gym 5 days a week. I go, but you've never worked out in your life. Why don't you start going to the gym 1 day a week? And so I think that's important that we have to progress, right? So for me, I've been able to do the push-ups, but I'm trying to progress to a point where I can do more than I normally did. And so it's all different. We've got to do this right. Otherwise we get injured or the worst thing getting injured is getting discouraged. So
if you're going to be a runner or a jogger, you're not just going to go out there and do that. You probably need to get out there and learn how to walk.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree, man. So, okay, I like that. Just move, boys. Just move. So, guys, I want to get into the meat of the podcast today. Again, talking about these 3 people groups that we really care about and we want to partner with. Now, remember, one of our core values, if you remember this from last week, one of our core values is strategic partnerships, which means we believe in forming strategic partnerships with diverse, Christ-centered people and organizations around the world who will ultimately put Jesus on display. That word diverse is missional in its context. It means that our vision for men is men around the world, of diverse cultures, diverse demographics, diverse ages. We want to reach a diverse group of Christ-centered people and help these guys become their best version. So I want to talk about there are 3 people groups out there that we actually give our resources to for free. Now, guys, if you are part of one of these 3 people groups and you want when I say resources, Dale, I mean small group resources. So I'm not saying you could just get our stuff. I'm saying if you are a guy who wants to partner with our organization and you want to lead a small group of men, we will send you our resources, our small group resources for free. And here's who we will send those to. The first group is missionaries. If you are a missionary, I know that money is tight. I know that you're raising your funds. I know that you're probably in an underdeveloped nation. We believe firmly in missionaries. I raise my own support for Men in the Arena. I've been doing that for 10 years. I believe in that process, and we believe in you, our missionaries. My wife and I personally support numerous missionaries. And so if you are a missionary and you are working with men, I know there's a guy, Josh Fury, and he's in Zambia. We have partnered with Josh. If you are a missionary and you want to work with men, we will send you our small group resources for free. Just hit us up at info@meninthearena.org. The second people group that we want to partner with are our active overseas military. So these are all M's, guys. Missionaries. The second one is military. And by military, I mean active overseas. If you are an active overseas military guy and you want to start a group with some of your bros, hit us up at info@meninthearena.org. We want to say thank you guys for your service. Thank you for what you're doing for our great nation. But guys, we want to partner with you and God's kingdom as you minister to your brothers in Christ. So guys, hit us up and we want to send you our free resources. And the last people group that we want to come alongside and partner with is men in underdeveloped nations. So guys, if you're listening to this and you're in an underdeveloped nation, you can Google what that means. But basically, we're talking about people on the continents of Africa, people in India, people in Asia, Central America, South America. If you are living in an underdeveloped nation and you just cannot afford the resources to launch a men's ministry in your town or in your church, please hit us up at info@meninthearena.org, and we will send you our free small group resources. So those are the 3 groups, guys, that we really care about, that we really want to partner with. We want to partner with our missionaries. We want to partner with our active overseas military, and we want to partner with men in underdeveloped nations. So, guys, I hope that helps you. Hope that inspires you. Hope that gives you hope for your ministry and gives you resources to build God's kingdom, to help men get it, because when a man gets it, everyone wins. Dale, what's up next, man?
Yeah, guys, now we want you to head on over to meninthearena.org and join our program. You can just click on that link when you get there. And while you're there, you can get your free copy of Jim's book, Tell Them What Great Fathers Tell Their Sons and Daughters. Until next time, feel the wet sand on the arena floor, hear the deafening roar of the crowd, taste the sweetness of victory, smell the stench of battle, get in the game, get dirty, grind it out, and
be a man.
You've been listening to the Men in the Arena podcast. If you hunger to be your best version, then join thousands of men from around the world in our Men in the Arena forum on Facebook. This is the best place to have open discussions around the topic of biblical manhood. Make sure to explore our website at meninthearena.org, sign up for the weekly equipping blast, and take advantage of our many free resources designed to help you become your best version of a man. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Men in the Arena podcast. Remember, when a man gets it, everyone wins.